WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
Hey, all you racists out there, you should not be listening to our show because we do not like you. JB Retro.
Next.
Bob Leamy is the one guy that I know that has a drill bit big enough to do a big, nice, glory hole at any truck stop he goes to.
You're very silly. You know that. It's silly, man.
Nope. Fastest man to woman. That's what we're going to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Maybe that's where it's at.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, you know, some people are into that. I know there's a website.
Fucking asinine.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Big disco.
Boy. Everybody get the Rocky Mountain Ride.
Yeah, I like
Ooh, damn, there we go. It's our hashtag Just Say When session. Welcome to the JB Rev show. That's the poo-poo reverend over there.
What's up, baby?
What's up, man? You're in true shock jock form tonight. Yeah, it seems like. All right, got your Public Image Limited T-shirt on over there.
PIL, man.
The Reverend
That's me.
at REVJERR on the tweeter.
Doesn't help when I come over here drunk. I'll tell you that.
I am Wjbw, your persistent host, and we're going to get it done. This is our hashtag Just Say When edition. Like you've had enough.
Uncle.
Have you had enough?
Oh, my God.
I think I have had enough.
I'm ready to go.
The current, it's like I've lived.
You want to build a wall?
Couldn't live 27 lifetimes and had enough political separation. And anyway, we need unity, and that's what we do here every week. We've got a hell of a show as usual, always talking with great, talented people. On this show, here's the lineup. We are chatting with local legend Reconnect, Mr. Anthony Cole. He's got some new music coming out this year, so nothing more dope. And wait till you get to hear this stuff, Rev. It's kind of like industrial funk.
Yeah?
It's pretty cool. Dude,
wow.
wait, so we'll all get to hear the Reverend's Revelation will probably be a little later in this episode.
Yeah.
I'll hear that. And then 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk with Mark Porteous. Now, this guy's an author, and he's also kind of like an entrepreneur coach. Mark Porteous is his name.
When are we talking to him?
So he's going to get a little cerebral. He's got.
When are we talking to him?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then after that, we
Christian
do expect
Kelty.
a call with Mr. Kelty, Mr. Christian Kelty. Of course.
They got something going on with him Thursday night.
Stuff. Yeah, we'll talk about that event.
Yeah, we'll talk about it now, too.
Starting up out at
Kush, which is one of our sponsors. Kush Ultra Lounge, as well as Dank Smoke Shop. Gary Schwartz, and also Kathmandu on Park Avenue.
There you go.
One of our, and it was exactly 1 year ago today that Gary Schwartz was a guest here in the studio with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we've had
my timeline.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even write.
Actually, I'm sorry. It was 2 years ago.
That makes more sense
because it was 2017.
Yeah. Because after we connected with him, we got involved doing Kush, and now you've definitely taken that over.
Yeah.
And so I had some great DJs in there and doing some fun stuff.
Yeah,
so we'll get more into depth about that. But it's an 80s night, basically.
Yeah.
Right?
Me and Christian do an 80s night.
Unreal 80s night.
But like not just any 80s night,
Thursday.
but like all the cool shit that you haven't necessarily heard, but like definitely know.
The stuff you know,
like,
but
really,
you haven't heard in a while, but you know it.
Yeah. Because there's like 80s radio stations.
Right.
105.9, I think, is one of them. But I'm talking about like songs like, that you haven't heard, but that you'll totally remember. Shit from, for instance...
like B-sides of stuff you're kind of talking about? Like obscure a little bit?
More kind of like
you haven't heard it in such a long time?
Right. Exactly.
Well, Sunday Night Vinyl has returned.
That's true. Eric Dennison.
To the Orlando airwaves.
Love that guy. We need to have him on here.
Kudos to that. Well, you don't remember? We've interviewed him.
Oh.
No, wait. Colby Stilts.
Uh-huh.
Twist Hair Studio.
Okay.
It was our 6th year special, and he was our guest.
Okay, in
Remember?
studio?
No, in Twist Hair Studio. We
Eric Dennison.
set up live. Yep, at Twist Hair Studio.
And he came down.
And he came down. It was a crazy ass episode. You know.
Wow.
I'll have to find. I mean, it was
I forgot all about
We've
that.
interviewed him. See, and that's the crazy thing. Like last week, we went back and counted all these people, and it's so many. Over the years, because on some of them I didn't write a blog post about it. I just tagged them on social media. So there's tons of people. There's literally hundreds and hundreds of people that we have spoken with, and we're proud of that because that's our simple premise here. And again, going into our 9th season.
Right, there are definitely hundreds of people.
Hundreds and
if
hundreds.
not even like almost 1,000.
I don't think we're almost to 1,000, but I haven't stopped and officially count them.
Right.
I used
That'd
to,
take a long
when I
time.
first started this, I used to reflect every episode within a CRM or like a database.
Right.
So I could have
And
all
then you
the
got
data
lazy.
there.
When did you stop
And
doing
then I
that? Like
changed.
2 weeks later?
Well, yeah, no, I did it for like 3 years.
Okay,
Anyway.
and then you're like,
and
fuck
then,
this.
Yeah.
What is this ever going to prove?
Moved away from
Fuck
the
it,
audio
this is bullshit.
format.
I've had 4 people so far.
We went to the audio format.
And then you met me.
From the AV, and then met you, and then it was like all just too many people to count. Like I would have to go back and listen to episode by episode because you, in the beginning, hilariously would just randomly have people calling in like, "Hey, this."
Yeah, I know, right?
I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Yeah.
These are the people, and this is Jim. I'm like, "Okay, let's get to know Jim. How you doing?"
Hey.
You know, it was just improv interviews, which was
great.
good. But yeah, having you here, man, has really bolstered what we do. Not only with like who the people that we can talk to and things like that,
right?
But the solidarity,
camaraderie,
the solidarity
and
of what we're doing,
and the camaraderie, because we have such. We're so different, me and you.
Yeah.
I mean, we're complete polar opposites. You know,
well, not polar opposites.
Totally polar opposites,
All
dude.
right.
You are.
I'm good looking.
I'm on the dark side of the moon.
Okay.
You're not even on the moon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here on the earth.
You're like,
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down here.
You're on Earth.
You're up there. Okay.
I'm an alien.
I see. Interesting. Well, as this episode goes on, we're actually going to be lighting you guys up to a lot of new music that's never been heard before. So we got a track from Ebenezer and the Scrooges. We'll roll into after a little bit and try to queue up a call.
I got my revelation, which is a throwback in a tribute to Thursday night that me and Christian are doing.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got a call.
Okay.
Let's take the call.
Let me grab it. Hold on.
See what this is.
Hey, thanks for calling the Wjbw Show. How you doing?
Who it is?
Who it is?
This is the man that's been hearing you talk a lot of smack about your president.
What?
Yep.
Oh, this is a call about the Trump.
Wait, let's talk about.
When did I talk about Trump?
Yeah, we don't even talk politics.
We were talking music.
Yeah, we don't talk politics.
I heard something about the wall.
Okay.
I could hear it from a mile away.
No, you didn't.
Are you even in Orlando, sir?
Hey, give me smoke.
That is not true. Nope.
You're not even in
You're not.
Orlando?
Yeah, where are you? Mexico?
I'm actually in New Mexico.
Oh, God,
are you? You're in the newer Mexico?
Come on, why are you messing with us?
How's that
man?
working out
We're
for you?
a humble little live broadcast here. What do you want to say? We apologize for Trump
No,
or
we
whatever.
don't. We don't apologize for
I take
nothing.
it all back.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't, I'm for the wall. I mean, I think there's some crazy.
I love that's one of my favorite albums by Pink Floyd, right?
You're coming to mess up my, not my America.
Who's coming?
What are you talking about?
Okay, so you live in New
Mexican
Mexico.
rhinos.
What?
All kinds of crazy. They got crazy
Mexican
crazy
rhinos.
over there.
That's
Crazy
ridiculous.
animals.
All right, sir.
What about Chihuahuas?
Mexican rhinos.
Those are all over.
Oh, you got lots of Chihuahuas.
You got
there?
Chihuahuas? Do you breed those?
Are you? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm for keeping the Mexican food.
Okay. Oh, this is weird. All right.
Do you
so
like
want
burritos?
you want the Mexican food, but not the animals. I guess specifically rhinoceroses.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were a problem.
Well, you're not in Mexico, are you?
No, I'm not. We're here in Orlando.
Yeah, we're here in Orlando.
Yeah, that's what. I guess you heard the Reverend over there talking about some music, and
I mentioned Pink Floyd's "The Wall."
Yeah, if you're listening, we appreciate it, brother.
That's a good album.
That's the best album.
We agree. Look, we found common ground.
All right.
No,
That's probably Trump's favorite album, The Wall.
Yeah, I doubt it. I think it's something from
Just Terror or something.
Lawrence Welk, I would want to say, but I would diss Lawrence Welk. I don't want to diss him. Oh.
All right. Well, I want to hold y'all up.
There's your bell. All right, there's your bell. Thank you so much for the call. We appreciate you. So you're for the wall.
Don't call again.
Yeah, you want to know what Trump's favorite album is?
Loser. God.
He's for the wall.
What, do you work with this guy or something?
Yeah, that's exactly. You hit the nose on the head.
Buddy. I figured, people you hang out with.
Spoiler alert, it's the Reverend.
You didn't have to go along with it.
Living spoiler alert.
You didn't have to go along with it.
What are you talking about?
You've been like, hey, man, we made a fresh call off the internet.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
I was unable to download this song from Ebenezer and the Scrooges.
Oh, yeah, well, whatever.
Stop it. All right, there you go. Nope, you're cut off now. How do you like that? No, you're cut off. Are you ready? You gonna come back? Don't fondle the mic like that, please. You're making horrible sounds. Can you not hear it? Like I can hear it. Oh, here he goes. All right, welcome back. The JB Rev Show. This is our Just Say When edition.
When?
I thought you were going to talk. Yeah, there you go.
When?
Okay. Just say when. It's like, okay, I guess we're
Uncle,
done.
We're done.
We're done.
That's it.
That's pretty good.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Pharrell.
Okay. So I guess let's try to run into this song because now time is quickly evaporating. We got Anthony Cole, a local legend, reconnect with him. He's got some new music coming out. Plus that guy is always busy as hell, like Roosevelt Collier Trio. Brown Note, does a lot of great stuff here locally. And so he's always getting into something. But I love whenever he does music because
ATB,
we a lot of the times get the
Anthony,
first listen.
Thomas and Brian Chattercall.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. ATB. So we are expecting a call with him. Let's roll into this track. Ebenezer and the Scrooges are going to be out. What is it at? Where is it?
I think that is in the urban part of town. What is that called? Again, that is called the. It's where they like to eat. It's like a village, Eatonville.
Eaton Village. The beginning of the end of the 20-teens, hosted by Ebenezer and the Scrooges, and I think Gargamel's going to be out there. Is that right? Gargamel, Ebenezer and the Scrooges, Effet, Long Lost Enemies.
Yeah,
so a little bit of
this guy. So good, bro.
All right, so we're going to play a track called "One Nation."
Man, it's fucking rocking.
From
Pharrell's.
Ebenezer and the Scrooges.
And the Scrooges.
And we're going to have to turn down our tracks here, so hopefully the phone won't ring. Anyway, it's all live broadcasting. It's the JB Rev Show, WJBWnetworks.com.
And this is where we rock.
I really have to say that I've never stated I was too afraid. Why do we live in a world full of hate? We allow our superiors to segregate. Take pride in the labels you put in my head. If you cut me open, I bleed red. You break others down just to get ahead. This feeling won't get out my head. Rebuke your point of view on segregation. Your laws are flawed because temptation. If you have a problem with women's rights, your moral values must have died. We claim to be free, but this feels like prison. I didn't forget, erase your racism. Something here is very wrong. One nation under God. Myself clear, we gotta stick together through every scar and tear. And big brothers sending drones, they'll be spying on our homes. They tell us what we're doing wrong, based on man-made written law. They tell us how to think and act. We're fine and that's a fact. Rebuke your point of view on segregation. Your laws are flawed because temptation. If you have a problem with women's rights, your moral values
Wjbw.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we're back with the Wjbw show. That's JB over there. What's up, JB? I Smee Reverend. We're up here. We're playing that music.
Little hard rock from Ebenezer and the Scrooges.
Ebenezer and the Scrooges, bro.
Right now, what I got to do, though.
What you got to do now?
Let me cue up this call with Mr. Cole here.
Mr. Cole.
I'm actually just going to ring him, so hang on while I do that.
And is it spelled like the...
You know, Anthony Cole, I first met him in Daytona, man. And it was so long ago. Yeah, like I've known him longer than I've known my wife. And you, of course.
Well, yeah.
This guy is rock solid. So I'm honored, happy, privileged that we got
I want to say I've known Anthony since...
Get him on the line. Get him on the line.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
92, 93, somewhere around there.
Might be around the same time. Interesting.
I mean...
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yo!
What's up?
Hey, is this Mr. Cole?
Is this Cole?
Greetings and salutations.
Yes, it
greetings
is.
and salutations.
The man himself, our great friend, Mr. Anthony Cole. I'm going to turn you up a little here.
Yeah, turn him up, would you?
Turn you up a little here.
Turn me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is our hashtag Just Say When edition. And your music is definitely something I can never get enough of. And I know a lot of people out there have similar taste. We interviewed you in like 2011, man. And then we've reconnected a couple times. But I can't wait to get you in studio one time. But how the hell you doing, man? We really appreciate you giving us a jingle.
Yeah, man. And we lost.
Wow. All right. That was nice. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Hey, man. So we do this proper intro. But you doing all right tonight?
Okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm amazed.
Right on. Well,
good.
So we do this thing.
You know Jerry Johnson
of course
over there.
He does.
Okay, good.
You know who I am, right?
You know Jerry Johnson.
The Reverend?
Yeah, we've already done the local legend.
All right. Well,
that's what I said. We did it in 2011 before you were here. What's the matter with you?
No, I'm just we're revisiting.
You're revamping. All right.
I'm just making sure our listeners know who the fuck we're talking to.
Yeah, sorry. T. This is where the part where we fight. You, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, man. Hopefully one day I can maybe give you a handshake.
Okay.
Or maybe a bear hug or something.
Been waiting to meet you for a long time. I've heard a lot.
Yeah, me too.
A lot about him.
So, anyways.
Well, Anthony Cole on the line with us again. Local legend reconnect, man. Such an honor again to just be able to connect with you. And we appreciate you giving us some music that we're going to run into because you have some new stuff coming out in the spring. So thank you so much for sending us that. And we're going to give people a taste of it. But how have you been doing? Have you been traveling a lot? I noticed you got a couple gigs around here coming up in Orlando soon. You homebound? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm home.
Okay.
I traveled a little bit, but not as much as just been here and doing some stuff here in town, and because there's a lot to do here. But then just start working on this stuff, so I haven't been just hardcore on the road. You know, I'm old. I'm a little older now.
You're like, let's do the jazz
you
thing.
You got to spread it out. You know, they can't hit it as hard as they used to. So.
Yeah,
right.
That's understandable.
No doubt.
That's understandable. But you definitely keep, doing a wide variety of different instruments. Are you finding yourselves playing drums more, or what's going on here what does the Orlando need from Mr. Cole?
Well, I'm right now holding 3 chairs.
Damn.
Drums, saxophone, and bass.
Damn.
Right on.
But it's
and that's calmed down for him, everyone.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's his low gear. That's his low gear, everybody.
Hey man, I'm just glad that people still, hire me to play whatever. But I've been around here still trying to figure it out, get it together. But I'm excited about this new music that's going out.
Are you?
Just for myself, man.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
I got a chance to listen to a little bit.
All right, we're going to play some of it, right?
Yeah, I will say it's
I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, it's a little bit like, and I described it like
industrial
funk. Almost
okay,
like,
all right.
It's an incredible.
That means
sound.
It's got a dope ass, fucking strong ass beat.
It ranges. You'll hear it. You'll hear
all right.
what I'm talking
I haven't
about.
heard it yet.
But that's just my impression.
That's what industrial funk sounds like to me.
That's my impression. All right, maybe I'm
strong beats with a funky funk.
I don't know what's wrong with him tonight. I'm so sorry. All right, shut up.
I haven't heard it yet.
Cut his mic.
I love it, man. I love it. I mean, I haven't. Well, you know, I haven't seen you in either one of you in a very, very long time. So. You know, I just don't get to see you guys on a regular basis, so it's good to hear your voice and to hear the two of you to hear the two of your riffs.
Yeah,
you know, I'm a huge Adult Swim fan, and I sit here and when I'm writing and practicing, I watch Adult Swim all day long. Just,
nice.
You know, all my favorite shows. You know, the D-Lo, Katie, Hot Shell, and Robot Chicken, and all that stuff. So,
totally, man.
You know, you guys are riffing real nice for me.
So, hey, I have a cat that I've had for 10 years named Chippy, and we named him Chippy after Tim and Eric's awesome show. Great job. You know,
I'm
Chippy.
Religious fan with Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
Awesome show. I had to give it a break. I went a little overboard and had to take a break from it. So, yeah, I'm enjoying you guys. What was your question?
Well, good. All right. So, so let's talk about a little bit of the music. Now, in April, you're releasing, it looks like 3 different albums. So, you know, maybe talk a little bit about, is this kind of, you know, pent up stuff? Is it stuff that's kind of all coming out at once? How is this coming out to us?
Well, it's 18 songs. There's a numerical significance to all of it. My birthday is April 6th. I'm surrounded, you know, with my 6s, 9s, 3 6s and 9s.
Okay. All right.
And, you know, I just took the Tesla approach to it, if you will. And 18 songs instead of just shoving everything. Well, it's kind of an approach. The Isley Brothers, you know, they released all the stuff, you know, The Heat Is On and Go For Your Guns. There's 6 songs on all those records. Yeah. 3 songs on one side, 3 songs on the other. So I thought I'd take that approach and break the 18 songs up.
Wow.
That's cool. Into 3 records. So the whole project is The Scent of Intention, Volumes 3, Volume 6, and Volume 9. You know, and then you can pretty much just do all the rest of the math with the numbers,
right?
The wizardry and all the alchemic stuff there. But yeah, it's just 18 tunes, broken up into 3 records. Now it'll be on Bandcamp on my birthday, but
that's like the
release the vinyl on Halloween.
That's
good. You'll be able to get the 3 albums.
That's badass.
Is it going to be a colored vinyl by any chance? Like maybe like orange and black?
Is it Central Air Productions?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Word.
I know he's had a couple of monikers out there.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Well,
who was in the band?
Logic was there, but
Polka
Dot. Polka Dot died and left someone in his place.
Send our condolences. Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, it was announced. You know, it was R.I.P. to Polka Dot. But there's a couple of older songs that, you know, the stuff that's up on SoundCloud. There's a couple labels that are releasing some of that stuff on vinyl. So there's a bunch of good stuff going on. I have a couple of the quote-unquote jazz albums, which it's kind of funny because they're not really jazz records, but they're the horn records, and there's a ballad record coming out. There's a bunch of stuff going on.
Oh, wow. All right, so so why do you say quote unquote jazz records and then say?
Well, because it's saxophone, and people would think right away that, but it's more, you know, free experimental. Because, you know, I did 16 years with Sam Rivers.
Right.
So
16 years. And like you toured the world with Sam Rivers, didn't you?
Absolutely, for 16 years, almost 20 years. So my approach to all that really comes from that school.
Okay.
You know, so it's kind of tongue-in-cheek when we say jazz, but
yeah, I got you.
But it's all under Central Air Productions. So I'll send you guys some of that too.
Yeah, well, that'd be great because we love the sounds that you produce because you're always in epic. Yeah, you're always kind of connected with people that, you know, really have got the chops. And like you just mentioned, Sam Rivers, you know, there was a point where I was like reaching out to him before, and I just wish I knew all the right people because we love to learn about people. And your history here alone is just super rich, brother. So thanks for plugging for it. Definitely send us the jazz stuff. will love that. But moving to kind of this, what I'll call kind of a new sound for you. I mean, it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit more like magical, maybe like I said, industrial. Maybe that's not. Maybe it's goth. I don't know. And then it's like funk and blues. it's just this mashup, and I was like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "Is my phone playing this right?" And I was like, "Oh, damn!"
Wow.
Because Anyway, but so talk to that a little bit. Is it experimental, or where is some of the material that you're working with, and are you working with other people too on any of this stuff?
Well, Mike Ryan is a guitar player around here who's a writing partner of mine. He plays guitar on some stuff. Marcus Machado pulled in on the thing, but it's pretty much on me. It's just where I am now in life, and the age and growing and experience. It's just a different approach. When I started working, with the garage band thing, and then the iPhone and the garage band, and so all of that you're hearing was recorded on my phone through garage.
Wow. Jeez. So that's also I remember it must have been a good number of years ago, but I forget what show it was, but it was you playing a piano or an organ actually, and just singing, and I forget exactly what song it was. But it was so incredible, and it was on this guy's little show. It was almost like a contemporary of mine when I first started doing it. It was like 2010, 11 or something like that. I forget the guy's name. I don't know if he's here in Orlando anymore. But anyway, I guess that's kind of besides the point. To your point, as you go along, you find ways to get less and less gear involved, right?
Well, what's the question?
So he's saying he's recording with his iPhone and stuff like that, and I totally understand that.
It all stems from just having to write. All of it for me is just having to put an idea down, so you can hear it back, and then some of them become glorified demos, and then they just turn into actual tunes. But it all stems from me writing. That's all I'm doing is just writing, and just as opposed to putting it on paper like we would have to now. We have these devices that we can sing into and talk into.
Yeah.
So all of it is just from me just being a writer and a producer in the mind to present a song or an idea to someone else so they can buy it from me and I can make some money. But then they end up becoming these glorified demonstrations. And, now we have, but I'm learning a lot through recording because it's producing, arranging, writing, and playing everything.
Yeah.
Pretty overwhelming.
Doing it all. Well, that's interesting. You say that because just last week we had Thomas Wynn in here, and he, is kind of moving in that producer type of field as well.
Man.
Yeah, so it's interesting you say that.
Sounds so good too. This stuff sounds so good, man.
Yeah, it's authentic for sure. It's a good, rocky, folky representation of Orlando. But in saying that too, I saw recently at the Roosevelt Collier Trio.
Yep, RC3.
Yeah. So, for people that don't know, again, we're talking with Anthony Cole, famed Orlando musician. Again, you can't believe that he's on a low grade, only playing 3 instruments currently. So the guy's he's only playing 3 right now. But this gives you an idea of in his youth. Again, he can play multiple instruments. Not the banjo we learned in our first episode. Definitely not the banjo. Never. He said, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Not getting near it. Not getting near it.
Yeah. No banjos, please. But it is Anthony Cole, freaking local legend, and we appreciate the fact that you're giving us some time, brother. So thank you.
Oh man, I miss you guys.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see you. And like I said, one day we let hook up with you. Maybe we could hook up with him at Maxine's or something do
something,
a joint event.
Or
we'll
you know what?
Out. If
How
you're in town.
Lou's Lounge.
Whiskey Lou's. Yeah.
Whiskey Lou's,
that'd be great. Let's get Anthony Cole at Whiskey Lou's. All
yeah.
Right. Well, then we won't burn all of our cell phone minutes on this call. Then we'll try to plan something soon.
Yeah.
I'll
be around the corner.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, we'll plan something soon then. But I did want to, say I've got a couple of these tracks queued up.
All right.
And we can run into them, but I wanted to. I don't want to be a pain, but this new kind of a sound. How would you define it, or how did maybe I missed that part?
I don't know, man. just me, just discovering things, I guess. You know, it all goes back to, you know, I listen to a wide variety of music. Mm-hmm. So there's so many things in there, you know, growing up with Parliament Funkadelic, where there was always a 3-minute intro on something before a song would even come in, narration and stuff.
Right.
You know, songs that have breaks in the middle of them with sound effects, things like that.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of it was just me discovering, you know, learning how to use the programs and the devices, and it just coming out of that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it sounds like.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna play a little one.
Industrial's pretty cool. I like
in the background. All right, so this one I've got is Lewd. It's just a couple minute track.
Lewd,
yeah.
Just a couple minutes.
It's playing in the background, yeah. So just give you a little taste.
So what? Lewd, like Quaalude?
Lood.
Oh, that's load.
It means interlude, but I just went LOOD. It was a filler. It was a working name as a filler.
Oh. So
yeah.
That was your.
Listen to that.
That was good.
Great. Anyway, I'm going to bring that down. Yeah, but I wanted to use that just as an example. Yeah. See, that's what I was talking about. Like
intro.
that, you know, industrial or goth or deep, gritty, dirty, you know, along with some badass funk. But anyway, yeah, man. So that was a good example. I wanted to give it. So I think people like that, but. It's always awesome to hear where people draw inspiration from, you know.
Totally.
And I have to remark, you know, that with the society that we're in, you know, right now, with the current people running the show or what have you, you know, it's awesome to reconnect with people that you knew where none of this matters, right? You knew in a day and an age and a time where it's like you're thicker than all this political shit. So...
Right, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, so I think it's good to, you know, encourage people to interact and go out to places like Will's Pub and Maxine's on Shine and, you know, intermingle, you know, get to know your fellow musicians, because I think, you know, the more you appreciate music, the richer your life is going to be.
I like this. Sax, is this...
Well, creativity isn't just about, you know, you being yourself. You have to be creative in your environment and go out and be socially creative into people and spread and you know, it's not just about one person sitting and creating something.
Right.
You have to go out and see what's happening and respond to that. I do that, like if I'm in a kind of a funk for a lyric or something, if I'm writing lyrics and I can't really think of anything or I'm not going through anything, you know, I'll go out even to a Subway or something, or where people
just
are, at a restaurant, and listen to conversations.
Okay.
You know? And listen to what people are saying, man. And it's the best way to, you hear somebody say something, oh, there it is. And you know, but you have to get outside of yourself in order to do that.
Man,
change your environment.
Anthony, next time you get in a funk like that, you give me a call and come over to my place, man.
Yeah, the Reverend says.
Just let me start talking about
Reverend
shit.
says all kinds of stupid stuff. Like it'll be 1 minute, you'll be at it. It'll take you like 2 minutes max. Yeah, he's invariably saying stupid ass shit. Good job, Rev.
Yeah,
okay.
Have a book full of shit. Right?
That's right.
Wow. He doesn't realize he still just flambéed himself over there.
Yeah.
Do you realize it?
True story.
Look me in the eyes.
I'm doing over here, bro.
Just say when. Just say when edition,
when.
Featuring Anthony Cole, local legend reconnect. Dude, where are you going to be playing coming up in the near term? So, you know, January, February. You got a couple of dates you could throw out there?
Playing around with a bunch of people here. I'll be playing bass in the Brown Bag Brass Band.
Well, this is a callback to another episode. Brown Bag Brass Band.
Yeah.
So
and
Bruce
I'm
Hayes.
playing bass a lot with them currently. I play drums or saxophone in the band, wherever they need me.
Awesome.
I'll hold 3 chairs in that band. There's guy Berto that I play with around here. And
So Anthony, 2 weeks ago, Bruce was here in studio with us. Bruce Henry Hayes. Yeah. So we know the Big Brown Brass band.
Big Bad
ass
No,
brass
big
band.
bag.
The brad. Well, the other really awesome thing about this year is the Brown Note's 20th
Brown
anniversary.
Note.
My band.
That's right.
Brown Note.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get me, Matt, and Roland on the show. Got to get the three of us.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
We've been together for 20 years.
Wow.
Man. Never broke up. Never had a reunion. Never had any personnel changes. It's been the three of us for 20 years. So.
Yeah, let's make that happen. Yeah,
Totally.
well, maybe
We'll
that's
be
the
celebrating
event.
all year with that.
When is that?
You know Matt Lapham.
Maybe we should make that happen at Whiskey
He has
Lou's.
been in here. Yeah, maybe we should. The
that's what
Brown
I'll
Note
do.
at Whiskey Lou's.
The
That's
Brown
just
Note,
sounding
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, we're figuring out stuff on live
I can
on
make
air.
that happen.
Yeah, we're doing this live.
I'll be in
Okay.
touch with you, Anthony.
That's how we do.
Yeah, that's how it
what
happens.
producers do.
There you go.
You know, that's what producers do. We
Boom.
figure stuff out live.
Brown Note Whiskey Lou's. I love it.
Okay.
All right, that sounds great.
I'll make that happen.
Okay, well, we're down with that. Yeah, let's make
Yeah.
some stuff happen here, brother. We are talking with Anthony Cole. It is the JB Rev Show. Let's say we do this because we got to prep up for an 8:00 session, but seeing as how we got plans to make, let's do this. Let's talk about rolling into a couple of these tracks. I got two of them queued up. One is Your Mind, and the other one is
Yeah, let's talk about Your Mind.
Screen Test is after that.
What's the
or I
inspiration
can play them in the other order
behind Your Mind?
if you prefer. But yeah, if you want to prep up these songs or give us a little insight before we run into them here.
Yeah, man. I was figuring out, well, it was accidental. Everything was purely accidental. I was just figuring out how to, just record on this phone so that when I was out on the road, I could get ideas down. And I accidentally just put some drums just to get something down, and they
accidentally made
amazing.
a masterpiece.
I started recording drum tracks. The intro has this long thing, which is kind of from a nightmare that I had when I was a kid, and I just learned how to soundscape. Soundscaping is more my thing than really finger popping and all that, but it's got a little intro on it, so don't let the intro scare you.
Okay, that's a good tip for that. Okay, so don't let that intro scare you. And then Screen Test, kind of the same kind of mentality with
I'm
that,
scared.
I presume.
I'm right over here
He
trembling.
said it was about a nightmare and shit. Like Freddy Krueger.
Freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, okay. Hashtag
so
just say
scared.
when. Yeah, we didn't know where that was going to come in. The demonic possession is too much.
Welcome to hell.
Just say when. All right.
There is a little trip to hell. In the
Okay.
beginning,
Oh,
so
little
just
chip.
Be careful of that.
Oh, that's our
And
hell.
That's all me. Everything is one person.
It's our
So
hell
keep that
buzzer.
in mind, that all of the demons that come out. I'm allowed. Creativity, nature has allowed me to get all of them out through recording. So you're hearing a lot of that.
Wow. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Your Mind.
All right, rock and roll
the
then.
room got quiet real quick.
Yeah, no.
I was just I was in my own personal hell
he
right
was
there.
like, no, he's
And I was
trying
wondering
to feel okay.
who the
He's
fuck
like,
am I?
No, well, he
Where did I go?
the Reverend's fine over there. Shut
No,
up.
I'm still freaking
He's
out.
a bad actor. He's a crisis actor right now.
I'm scratching my
Crisis
face.
actor. Yeah. Okay, crisis actor.
Yeah.
He's got a Trump hat on.
So let's hear
Take
this
that
shit.
Trump hat off,
Same thing.
Reverend.
I want to hear this.
Take that Trump hat off. All right. So, let's make sure. Hold on. We're coming into this track. It's Anthony Cole, a.k.a. Central Air Productions.
Yeah.
And this track is Your Mind. Let's do it. Hang on the line, Anthony. Don't go away.
All right.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
So we're back. The Wjbw show. It's me, the Reverend. Got JB over there. What's up?
Yo.
How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
So that was
Good.
Anthony Cole we were just listening
that
to.
Music was phenomenally
dude, it's
all
totally
over the
doesn't
place,
sound
right?
anything like
do you see what I was
he
saying
has
now?
done. Yeah.
Kind of this weird.
I wouldn't call it industrial funk though. I would call it more like we were talking about it while we were listening to it, a little got some Prince going on in there.
I mean, it was all over
with,
the place. Anyway.
I would say some
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, George Clinton. You could definitely hear some Bootsy
So
Collins.
you can hear more.
Yeah, it was
from
great.
Mr. Anthony Cole with his release in April for his Yeah,
it's coming out the three records,
record
three
deal.
per
Yeah,
side,
there you
so
go.
18
cool.
songs.
So we learned about that. Now
on vinyl. Which would be cool.
Queued up here. Now, queued up. So that was good stuff. So appreciate that. Now, next up here, we have a scheduled call with a gentleman that I'm interested in learning more about. I know that he's been in Orlando for over 20 years, and he's been pushing forward a scene that we kind of haven't really talked about. And maybe, I don't know if you would say it's spiritual. It's more of a soulful type of art. So we've got on the line Mark Porteous. Appreciate the fact you're able to call in. How the hell are you doing, Mark? You hear us okay?
I hear you great, and I am doing fantastic.
Good.
Happy to be here.
Good to hear. Yeah, man, no doubt. Thanks for calling in. We always love to learn about people, and I know you've been here 20 years, so let's give you our little local legend session here. Hang on. Local legend Mark Porteous. You're going to learn a lot more about him. He is an author. He is also an individual that practices some business philosophies that you may not be familiar with. And we're going to learn about him here. And that's what's very cool. And so this is more of it's not necessarily metaphysical, right? It's more of a willful being, kind of bringing yourself into being. So we're going to learn his history and his track, how much he's been doing recently. He's got a lot of cool events coming up, and you can go buy his book, check it out if you want. But welcome to our humble little show here. It is Mark Porteous, again, our humble titles, whatever we can do. How you doing, buddy?
I'm, again, doing absolutely fantastic. I love the idea of being a local legend. The idea of Orlando local is such a huge theme. It's amazing how much greatness comes from here.
Yeah. Well, without question, man. And we try to focus on that every single week, talking with people and just learning more about them. So welcome to our humble little fold. Yeah, there will be a huge wrestling belt you'll have to wear. It says local legend. And then you'll have to wrestle to keep it.
The other legends.
You gotta stay on top. It's a blood fight. Anyway, all right.
Yeah. Welcome to
we should do it on February 14th.
Yeah, right. There you go. But again, we appreciate the fact that it's markporteous.com. He has his name is the website, and you spell Porteous Porteous. Porteous. Yes. So welcome to our show, my friend.
It's funny that you spell it all out because the name Porteous, I learned from one of my clients several years ago, means literally, if you look it up anywhere in names, the deliverer of the message.
Huh.
And the name of my organization is the Inspired Messengers Network. So I work with messengers. You said entrepreneurs, and that's a big part of it. It's around business, and it's really about aligning your sole purpose with your work, your avocation.
Wow, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, so I guess it's something that people don't really think about a lot, but when you do accomplish great things, it takes a lot of planning and resource and connections. You've got to kind of have the right mindset while doing this, and you can never really be off. So I think kind of what Mark, as I read it and understood it, is a mission-driven entrepreneur. He works with them to create what's called soul connections. Right? So they can make a bigger impact in changing the world or scaling their business.
Absolutely. And it's, again, particularly as an entrepreneur, if you want to live your purpose through your business, there's three types of soul connections. One is you just connecting to your own inner guidance, your connection to source. That's your alignment with who you really are. Right. And then the second thing is, why are you here? What are you here to do? I believe that we're all divine beings who actually chose to come into this life for a reason. And once you discover what that is, living that out is the most exciting adventure that you can have. So that's you are, why you're here. Those are the first two connections. And the third is your soul tribe. Like you guys have been building your soul tribe here through this show for the last 8 years. Cool. Everybody has their soul tribe. And sometimes your soul tribe evolves. People come and people go. It grows. It retracts. But we're all here to serve and to be served through a certain group of people that reflect who we are and what we're up to in the world.
Wow. So do you feel like we're living in a simulation?
Absolutely. You can look at it that way.
Right.
You can see it as something where we are creating our own reality.
Right.
As that's what I'm hearing you're saying as a simulation.
Right.
That, yes, I believe that what we think now is what creates tomorrow.
Exactly. So, and if you think positive,
rock and roll.
that's what's going to happen. You know?
Yeah, it's your subconscious has more mandate, I guess, than people have ever. Conventional society has even recognized, I would say.
Absolutely. There's a part of your brain called the amygdala. It's in the back of your brain. It's what helped humans reach the top of the food chain because it helps you to see every single thing that can go wrong. And when you watch the news, it's based on that, on the fear in the back of your brain. That's the most prevalent part of your brain. It overcomes everything else because it keeps you alive. Wow. And now we're also based in the fear that it reduces our ability to use most of the rest of our brain.
And a lot of fear out there churning out in the world. Yeah, you're right. Especially recently.
And it's easy to get sucked into it. It's easy, even for somebody who works on this all the time. I get sucked into the drama and the reality of what's happening. And it's a battle to be able to stay in the light and keep focusing, because you were talking about that before. If you keep focusing on the solution, then you're going to come up with a solution. But if you keep focusing on the problem, you're just creating more division and more problems, and it snowballs.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And we're talking with Mark Porteous. As I mentioned, he is an author, currently, working in the capacity that we covered a little bit, and we can come back to that too. But what I thought would be cool is tell us a little about your book. It's The Human Experience, I believe.
It is. The Human Experience is the published version. The new edition, Maximizing Your Human Experience, is available. In fact, anybody who wants to email you guys or email me directly, I will gladly supply a digital copy of the newer version, Maximizing Your Human Experience, which is really just about that. It's about self-actualizing as a human being, about the next evolution of mankind.
Do you think, Mark, kind of like people, and I don't want to relate you to somebody that you may not be, even trying to remotely emulate, but in my mind, it's kind of this almost Tony Robbins type of approach, right? Where it's like
he's the most familiar name, so it's very, okay. In fact, when I first told my father about this years ago, that's the name he came up with. He goes, "Oh, you could be like Tony Robbins." Okay. I really didn't even know who Tony Robbins was.
That's kind of what I'm hearing too. But I think it's always evident, when folks are able to keep propagating, what works. Because you're not going to do something that doesn't work. So that's awesome. We want to encourage people. Is the best site to go to markporteous.com?
Yeah, from there you can get to the Inspired Messengers Network, which is also Inspired Messengers with an S, network.com. But if you go to markporteous.com, one of the first things you'll see is that there's an assessment there called the Core Values Index. Okay. And that's kind of the basis of everything that I do as far as who am I. Okay. That this 10-minute test helps you to see more about who you are than any other thing that you can do.
Interesting. Okay, so even if you don't care, or you're like, hey, whatever, you're doing your thing, you're trying to do, and I'm not going to buy anything, but you're just putting this out there, saying, go take this little test that'll give you a better indication into your personality, character. What would you say?
It is. So, yeah, most of the tests out there are personality tests. Okay. And personality changes with the time of day and the mood that you're in and how old you are and what experience you have. Sure. So those tests change. People are familiar with Briggs-Myers or DISC, or the Passion Test Strengths Finder. The Core Values Index actually measures your core, or the essence of who you are, your values, which stay consistent throughout life, even though we sometimes live out of them. We're trained, we're nurtured out of who we really are. The actual values stay the same. And so this test has actually been third-party verified to be consistent 97% of the time. So no matter when you take it, you'll get the same numbered results. And that tells a lot about where your best are at work, what is most satisfying to you, what other types of relationships you need in your life to feel like you're thriving.
Well, you see, and that's exactly right, because you got to a lot of the times just understand, where, not, I don't want to say the angles, but where, maybe some of your own misconceptions have led you down a wrong road. I think the worst thing anybody can do is think they know exactly what another person is thinking. Yeah, I don't think you can ever really know that. You know,
or think that you know all the answers.
Or
as soon as somebody says they know all the answers, you're like, run.
Yeah. You're like, no, you don't. I bet you don't. Anyway, talking with Mark Porteous of markporteous.com.
Mark Porteous.
Port, E-O-U-S.
Spell that out. Because it means
E-O-U-S.
Yo-U-S.
Yo-U-S. All right. So we appreciate the fact you're able to give us some time.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark.
What would you say to people, most importantly, that maybe are out there trying to start a business? What would you say are some of the important maybe practices or things that they consider that maybe they are not doing or thinking about?
Sure. One, it's important that everything that you do is aligned with what brings you joy. And so instead of what a lot of business coaches will teach you is, figure out what there's a need for and what people will buy and build something around that. And you can create financial success like that, but you can't create life success like that. If you really want to do something that you're passionate about.
Totally.
And then find the people around you that need that and fill a need that is there that you're passionate about.
Man.
That makes sense.
Amen.
That makes sense. Well, and I think that's great advice. This is our hashtag Just Say When edition. And, Mark, it's been a pleasure to have you on here. We're sorry if it's a little bit not as in-depth as maybe we were going to go. But we want to
have you on again for sure.
Well, I got to kind of curb things over because I got to prep up some stuff. But I thought if people go to markporteous.com or Inspired Messengers Network, .com, they're really looking for maybe a little guidance, one would say. Right?
Absolutely.
So
yes.
So I think it's like kind of like a soul guidance counselor, like a soul business guidance counselor.
He's a soul consultant.
He's a soul business guidance counselor.
Have you ever thought about being a soul consultant?
A soul consultant. Well, that's funny. Okay.
No,
that's not
I really
real.
love that. I'll be talking to my brand consultant this week.
About being a soul consultant. I think that's...
He has me a soul connector, but I love soul consultant.
Totally. Like, I mean,
I think there are some people out there today that you could probably sell afterlife consulting to, by the way, what they believe
we
so
have
easily.
People that do that.
Yeah, okay. Really? All right. Miss Cleo. She's doing it.
Miss Cleo.
She's doing it.
Wow.
She's doing it in the afterlife, baby. Anyway, but Mark, let me say one thing. For the Reverend, I don't know if you could just get a read of him. Now, this guy's a great DJ. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. We got a call up next with a guy that he's doing an 80s night thing with it. Anyway, what Reverend, do you want to ask him anything business-wise? Get a little advice while I find a track here? Hold on.
Sure. So, okay, how about giving me a little advice on how to network a really kind of cool 80s night, but and get it involved in I want to get into the churches.
What?
Or maybe I'm just kidding.
What? You don't want to get into the. He doesn't want to get into the churches.
No, I don't want to get into the churches.
All right, you are the Reverend over there.
But I'm really glad that you asked that question about how do you network that event, and the idea of who do you want there?
Right.
Probably not your regular church, but there are lots of cool churches that probably would have a lot of your peeps there.
Absolutely.
But knowing instead of where they are, just what are the characteristics,
synagogues too would be okay.
You want there?
I'd go with temples, synagogues, even mausoleums.
All good spirit-fed people, right?
That's right. I would go for the whole non-denominational crowd, and even some atheists are welcome.
The two things I have to say is, one is that I so appreciate that this is not some boring, dry interview.
There you go.
For so much fun.
Thank you.
And then two is, one of the first lessons that I learned in this business was that it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. Even the Beatles took 10 years, and then all of a sudden, boom. You guys are at, 8 years, so you are right on the edge of taking off.
This is our 9th year, sir, but thank you so much.
But I missed the first year.
He missed the first year, too.
Oh, damn.
It's all good.
Oh, damn.
So we're talking about Mark. Mark, thanks so much for being a guest tonight.
There you go. And we dubbed you our local legend. That was our quickie. Local legend quickie.
That rocks. I love getting
There
a
you
quickie
go.
as a local
There you
legend.
go. There you go. That's if you got to do it. That's like, you're in some club now. But anyway, brother, appreciate it. Hang on the line a second. We're going to run into yet one more track. That one that's a couple minutes from Anthony Cole, Central Air Productions. So hang on the line. Go to markporteous.com if you're interested in what we just spoke about. It's the Wjbw Show. We'll be right back.
Another local legend, huh?
You're listening to the Wjbw Show.
Hey, yeah, it's the Wjbw Show. I kind of like that intro.
You like that little bumper
it's
there?
all me. Like,
it is all you. Most of our bumps are. Anyway,
well, you know,
the Reverend over
except
there.
for the
Thank you.
shitty ones.
Thank you.
That aren't me.
Wait,
because those
most of
ones
these-
suck.
that right now.
Hey, all you racists out there.
WJBW is.
That's
Who am
you.
I?
Who am I? Who am I?
You're very silly.
Oh, yeah, I guess we do have some range.
Hey, it's Christian Kelty.
Oh, it's perfect. All right, so
Hey.
quick recap. Mark Porteous, there we go. Anthony Cole before that.
All right,
And now,
all right.
I think a good friend of the show, we have on here, I don't know, turn the radio off in the background.
Yeah. Is
Welcome
this Mr.
to the show.
Christian
Is this
Kelty?
Mr. CK?
What's up, fellas?
What is up, dude?
What's up, man?
Thank you.
How you doing?
Did you guys call me a good friend of the show? I love that.
Oh, my
believe so.
God, dude,
Yeah.
you've been on the show. Like,
A good friend of the show.
Man,
Christian
how many
Kelty.
times you've been on it? So many times.
We just got nominated for a business summit thing, dude.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we did. Just
Yeah.
now.
No, we
Right
spoke with
before-
Mark Porteous before you and Anthony Cole before that.
Yeah.
And now happy to have another local legend that we've had on.
Yeah.
3 local legends. Wow.
He's-
That's
hey,
Christian Kelty.
not only does Christian Kelty
Christian Kelty.
is awesome, but he does every spring. He is the manic bunny.
Bad Bunny.
He's the manic bunny with the little eggs. Is a band that he does.
I'm toying with doing Stupid Cupid this year.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, wonderful.
yeah, I think I'm going to be Stupid Cupid.
You are.
What are you- but aren't you?
Are
Are you not the manic bunny every Easter?
You know what? I'm going to be now.
Oh, God.
The rabid, horny bunny.
Bad Bunny and the salty eggs or something. Anyway.
As long as I'm working, Carla.
There you
Carla
go.
will be
Got to
happy,
do it.
so.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
You guys are nominated for what? What are you guys nominated
Oh,
for?
I don't know. That's
best-
we just got
best
told
butthole
about that.
cleanse?
Yeah. Best
Best enema.
best one-shot butthole cleanse. That's
Yeah.
it. Yep. Take it
One
either
and
way,
done.
orally or anally. You could take it either way.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? Let's do both ends at once.
Yeah. Just
I hope
do
we
two
win
at
it
once. There
because
you
there's
go.
a lot of
Me
there's
too.
a lot of
Me
competition.
too. This is the next big wave of
A lot of competition out there
exercise
for this category.
Exercise stuff. Women's tennis, huge.
I hope we win it.
huge. Anyways. All right. So welcome back to again. So we had you on here tonight to talk a little bit about something cool that you and the Rev are doing over at Kush Ultra Lounge.
Speaking of which,
we're gonna I guess we're launching. We're gonna begin to we're gonna create this new night in Orlando.
Like a new tradition, yeah.
Yeah,
new tradition. It's gonna be an 80s night, but unlike any 80s night you've ever experienced.
Okay,
that's right.
So what is that? What would
we'll
that?
play jams from the era and what have you. But I'm pretty sure that the Rev and I have discussed dressing up as different 80s icons when we host the show.
Interesting. And are you encouraging people to dress up as well?
You know what? That or dress no clothes.
Down.
Right. Okay.
Just
well,
down.
two options.
Fucking all around.
Dress like the Bee Gees or
icon or wear nothing.
Right.
Either way,
Okay.
you're a winner.
Two options there. All right.
True. So, you know what else? I forget.
80s night, Kush Lounge.
Yeah.
Kush Ultra Lounge.
That's right.
It's a great hookah bar above Dank Orlando City Smoke Shop. It's a cool little space, and I would like to say it's kind of like a time machine. So I like the fact that you guys are doing in this room because it is almost like Kush Ultra Lounge time machine.
That's right.
So I like that you're bringing this vibe.
It's a great space, and it's really got the lighting in it, the vibe in it. It's a fantastic.
Oh,
I mean, it's one of those places that
it's cozy.
If you know about it, then you know. But if you don't know, then you should get hip to it. You know
so,
what I'm saying?
hey, Christian, are you able to get on a computer or check your Facebook Messenger while
the
we're
grandpa
while
part
we're
of the
live?
question. What?
While we're live?
Are you able to log on?
I haven't checked my Facebook Messenger access. So I was supposed to send over.
Oh, you did just see all those? What did you think of those?
Yeah, where have those been my entire life?
Well, which one's your favorite? Is it probably maybe the Lost Boys? Because
I like the Lost Boys one a lot.
Yeah,
I think
Lost Boys.
That's really good. The Lost Boys one definitely captures us and our essence.
Yeah.
And if there's a movie that really describes who we are, it's probably that movie.
That's true.
It's a bunch of blood-sucking freaks.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
bloodsuckers.
Okay. Nobody knows what you're having this personal. Nobody knows what the hell you guys are talking about.
Oh my God, is that garlic?
We went from a semblance of a conversation to I don't know what's going on. Stop it, the Rev. He's crazy over there. All right. Hashtag just say when. I'm saying when. I'm calling safe word.
Man, I'm freaking out over here, bro.
What's going to happen? Yeah, Jerry basically took our faces and superimposed them on some pretty iconic 80s movies posters.
Yeah.
So it's our faces on, like, Lost Boys and Twins and Weekend at Bernie's. And,
are there
just really...
Are there going to be
Weird Science?
Are there going to be some theatrics?
16 Candles
going on?
My favorite.
That's what I'm hoping.
Ghost.
It's going to take a little while, I think, for us to really build an audience. But once we get our audience in place, it's going to be the place to be every Thursday night, without a doubt.
Thursday night. What's it? A $5 cover to get up there?
It's $5. But if you're not cool,
$5 unless you dress as an 80s icon.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's right.
The caveat: you can dress up if you want to come to this party, and then it's no charge. That is dope.
Just so you know,
good strategy.
When I'm dressing up this first
of course
Thursday
we know
night,
you're dressing up every time.
Well, yeah, but you want to know
every time.
what my iconic who I'm going to dress up as?
Sure.
Well,
Cher.
No, it's close. Very close. I'm going to actually dress up, not as the performer, but someone that was in the performer's video.
Come on.
Which is, I'm going to be Cyndi Lauper's father in the
Big Lou. He was a wrestler. Captain Lou.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I knew you guys would know.
Albino.
I'm going to get some rubber bands.
Okay, he doesn't even know the name. That's hilarious. Go ahead.
I'm going to get some rubber bands hanging from my ear.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right?
Lou Albino.
Right.
Didn't he do that
Perfect.
shit?
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
He did that.
I think his goatee was in rubber bands, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do both those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
you're going to have to...
I'm not wearing a shirt.
Get in the role. Yeah.
I'm going to put on a little weight.
Put on a little weight. That's
maybe I should wear a wife beater.
Right.
You mean you're going to put on a little more weight?
Yeah.
A little more weight.
He said a little weight. All right.
A lot more weight.
Oh, come on.
I'm
going to wear some sides of beef.
I'm going to lose some pounds.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
You wear a meatloaf helmet.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should go as meatloaf.
Get a
That's even better.
Filet tenderloin scarf. Oh, you're going as Meatloaf now.
Now I'm going as Meatloaf.
No, come on.
Are we gonna? Is Meatloaf could be something that could be on our playlist?
Absolutely.
No. He's bailing out.
He's from the 80s, right?
Christian's going to bail out. Look, this is a deal breaker for him. I
No.
can hear it. I can hear it in his acting voice. I can hear
anything
it.
that came from the 80s is fucking viable. And we're going back to back.
Meatloaf. Oh no, he's gonna bow out of
I'm
this.
going to play some Meatloaf.
I think he's
I'm
gonna
going to play
say no.
some
He doesn't want
Milli
to.
Vanilli.
You broke the just like when he.
I'm going to play.
There was the guy he manages, the Bad Santa guy.
Some,
you also screwed him over as well, Reverend. You keep running him in the
What
ditch.
manager
You know
guy?
what, that was the best because JB, the fact that you
Shut up.
had no idea.
I don't know. Yeah.
No idea what?
Very
What happened?
sensitive. Oh, the Reverend's not keeping up with our
I don't know
innuendo
what you
talk
guys are
over
even
here.
talking
I'm
about.
sorry. All right, Christian Kelty on the line. We're talking
What
about
happened?
the epic Bad Santa event and how you let him in the ditch over there and how I didn't know about it.
Oh, that's
And
right. Dude,
I
that
was very
good.
yeah. Anyway,
You're
so
so stupid.
Walked
That's
off
why.
The show, walked off the show.
he
really
walked off.
thought-
He was angry. He cursed us too. So I hope it's not true.
Are you trying to make it out, JB?
Say what?
Are you trying to make it out to the thing on Thursday?
I love the idea. Thursdays.
He's not gonna be there. You know why?
I probably keep it light. Yeah.
I'll tell you why he won't.
I'm a
You
vag.
should come in.
I got a
You know what?
vag. I got
No,
a
you
vag.
know what?
I got to wash my vag.
That's just really sexist that you're saying. It's
I
really
gotta
putting
wash
down
my
all of
vag
our
that
women.
night. Come on.
all of our
I'm not putting down women.
listeners. You
I'm
said you get a vag.
I'm putting down myself.
What is that saying?
I don't know. I'm trying
You
to
have a
identify
badge?
with the LGBTQ community,
Well,
man. I'm
that's
trying to
not-
be every man to everyone.
No, but just because of that, I think you should show up to apologize to everybody.
I'm going to show up, make a public apology. All right.
For real, dude.
You're gonna wash your. I don't understand. You have to wash your badge.
Yeah, my
his
badge.
vagina.
That is what I said.
He's
no,
trying to say
I
that
said
it's a-
badge. See,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, badge.
No,
Vagina.
no, not that.
Yeah, vagina.
I said badge.
I'm talking vagina,
I'm a
dude.
part-time.
I'm kind of really highly offended. I don't even think I'm coming Thursday now.
Wow. Okay, so you're not coming to your own
I'm going
event
to boycott what you just said at my own
You
event.
know what? You know what, Jerry? I'm gonna boycott with you.
Yeah. You better be there, JB, to fucking make this shit right and then give us our money.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even
You
know
heard me.
how did this even.
You're very silly.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna
know
be
that.
nothing from nothing leaves nothing on Thursday night.
Yeah, dude,
Well,
that's fucked up.
it's Thursday
Way to
night.
fucking
$5
fuck our Thursday night up, bro.
$5 out there. It's Kush Ultra Lounge. It'll be a hell of a good
10
time.
if
You
you
got
fucking
these two
friend of
guys.
JB's.
Well, you got these two guys
$10
going.
for JB's friends.
Hashtag.
Dude, let me tell you. Well, you know, I got some exciting news, and since I have you on the phone, you have me
Yeah.
on the
Oh.
air, actually. Can I
Yeah.
announce something?
Of course.
So you guys are probably want to have me on the show for this.
Breaking
thing.
news.
Okay,
right here.
I'm working on a new show
What?
that is going to go. It's going to go up in April.
Hey,
I'm going to be doing
Wow.
it at Stonewall.
Stonewall.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, we've talked about this, me and you, Christian.
Let him finish.
Yeah.
The best thing about this production is the fucking name of it. For
It's
real.
it's called Little Merman from the Black and Blue Lagoon.
Okay.
Little Merman from
Little
the Black and Blue
Merman
Lagoon.
From the Black and Blue
Yeah,
Lagoon.
dude. So
Yeah,
that's
Fascinating.
I'm kind of taking the creature from the Black Lagoon
Okay, I love it.
and mashing it with Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Of course. Wonderful.
So I'm going to be just breaking all kinds of copyright infringement laws.
right.
Right.
And it's going to be dark. It's
I
gonna
love
be
it.
Dark. It's going to be good. Imagine me with the creature face and body, dressed like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. It's just the
I
tip
don't
of the
even know
iceberg.
what's going on with that.
Oh.
Yeah. What did you just make me visualize?
So I gotta
weird.
say, when
What's going on?
I've talked to him about this,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be doing this upstairs at Stonewall. And if you've never been to Stonewall,
Okay.
there's a part of it that it incorporates water that he's
The
gonna.
plexiglass upstairs. They have a plexiglass 9-by-9 foot plexiglass jacuzzi.
Okay,
That will be part of the space that I will be performing my show in.
right. I can see, and that's when we first talked about it, and you told me the title. I'm like, oh my god, that's the first thing I said. Are you gonna incorporate the jacuzzi?
Oh yeah.
And you're like,
Oh, yeah.
duh. And I'm like, so yeah,
Why
it's
wouldn't?
like, yeah. So it's almost
Yeah,
like,
you know, I made myself a promise here. In 2019, I'm going to do as much fucked up original work as I possibly can.
right.
And you know what? Having the support of JB and the Rev means everything to me, you guys. Like,
Oh.
honestly, like, you guys have been nothing but awesome and supportive, and you give me a voice. I know you get
Hell yeah.
the word out to people, and I'm grateful for you guys being out there
Thanks,
doing what
brother.
you're doing, man. Straight up.
Man.
Straight up.
Well, we love you. We love what
Thank
you
you.
do and like your creativity. And I'm not gonna say what the idea is, but me and Christian have been talking about this thing that he wants to do, which is an amazing idea. And I can't wait for this to come to fruition because I'm sure it eventually will.
Think that's right,
And it's
because what is being talked about here is just like the spirit of kind of
creativity.
Begets that same spirit of creativity. So so we appreciate. Thank you, real recognize real.
Real
on our
It's a
hashtag
real radio.
on our hashtag just say when edition, but
not safe for little ears, you fucks.
What?
You know what's also dope? And, I've said this a bunch of times, but I always say it. Like, I don't know a lot of people who are like one man fucking shows. You know what I mean? One man bands, one man whatever.
Right.
I mean, the best of the best. We all collaborate with people. You know what I mean? They all make our shit better.
Right.
We all make each other's shit better. And I'm a big fan of that. And Jerry and I are going to do something fucking mind blowing by the end of the year. So that's something else entirely that we're going to keep on the DL.
Oh, yeah, totally on the DL.
Well, the
Thursday
Kush thing,
night.
there you go. You're vetting out a bunch of cool stuff there. The 80s theme, I love it.
2019.
I love, too, that the music is going to be
the year of the cock.
all over the place.
Yeah, it's literally going to be all over the place.
Like, it's not
like it's going to be just new wave.
Yeah, it's not like all Madonna.
Oh, totally.
Like,
No, yeah.
It's going to be probably really deep
Dude.
cuts. These guys both have a great repertoire of music.
I'm going to play...
It's true.
So it's an exciting event.
I'm
It's
playing only
Kush
Nickelback.
every Thursday night. Yeah, you're only playing Nickelback?
That's all I'm playing.
That's not
This
even
Thursday,
80s.
Nickelback 80s.
He just plays Aha
It's
over and
gonna
over
be-
again.
Is it true that Imagine Dragons is the new Nickelback? That's what I'm hearing.
Well, yeah, they're getting the
Word on the street.
It's a true story.
They're
True
pretty
story.
terrible too.
Google
that right now.
I just Googled
Right
it,
now.
and it came up true.
Right now.
So, Christian, one final question. This is something that it's been. How old were you when your parents found out you were gay?
You know what? They still don't know.
They still don't know.
Stupid.
They still don't
Wow.
know. I'm going to be 50 in March.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep them that down low with them,
So you were born in '69. You're the cock. That's why I said you're the cock earlier.
Yes. 69, baby.
Yeah. Okay. So, as was I, 1969.
Yeah.
You're the cock. And that's why, it was important for me to ask the question about, how old you were when your parents.
Have you come out to your parents yet, Jerry?
Absolutely not. And that's why I'm
He's
still
asking for advice.
I have DJ'd quite a few times at Stonewall, and I understand you are, doing your new production at Stonewall. Maybe we can talk about this a little more.
Does your wife know yet that you're gay?
Oh yeah,
Is
she
this
knows.
the 80s coming out
She
party?
knows.
What's going on? How are we here?
I don't know.
Wendy Williams, hold on.
It's
Jerry tries to pretend like he's not homophobic, but he's completely homophobic.
I'm so
he
that's how I
is
have
not.
to.
He's
I'm
the
so
Reverend.
homophobe. I have to surround myself amongst gay people,
come on.
in gay establishments,
nobody's
just to make
saying
sure that. I mean, I feel very claustrophobic. I'll give you that.
Just say when.
But I still do it, and it just makes me feel wonderful.
Just say when.
So it's okay.
Okay. Just say when. Okay.
I'm homophobic.
Oh my God! I just can't stop it. All right, wait.
Anyways,
We
what
gotta
are we
go.
talking
All right,
about?
So we're gonna go into news. All
Is
right.
that
Let's
lube?
go. Let's
We don't
keep-
need that.
You guys go into the
No,
news
we're gonna
today.
keep.
I'm gonna take
We're gonna keep
Oh my
Christian.
God.
Stay on the line.
No,
Hold
Christian,
on.
I gotta go.
Don't do news. Don't leave.
I'm late. I do gotta go though. But Christian, I'll see you Thursday
Yeah.
night. It's gonna be awesome. We'll be at Kush.
Thursday, buddy. I love you.
I love you too, bro. Thank you.
Christian Kelty.
I gotta go.
Right there.
now.
You're gonna get out of here? Okay. All right. See you later.
Breaking news. Badly.
Oh my God. Hold on. Christian Kelty's still on the line. He's still on the line. All right, the Reverend is leaving. All right, so you want Christian? Hang on with me for the news, at least. Give me somebody here. I gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to hang on for the news. All right, Reverend. See you later. Get out of here. Okay. Goodbye. All right. Christian Kelty on the line for some breaking news badly. I got one story that you can maybe weigh in on, and it's from munchies.vice.com. It says a third of vegetarians eat meat when they're drunk. Have you witnessed this ever? Vegetarian, they get drunk and they want meat.
I haven't. I've seen non-smokers want to smoke cigarettes when they're drunk.
Okay.
But I've never seen vegetarians eat meat. I can't test that. Although I can say this.
Yeah.
My girlfriend doesn't eat beef or pork or anything like that.
Okay.
But I've seen her drunk eat a hot dog or two.
Okay. Yeah. See,
you know
and I think that
I've seen her like have a bite of steak when she's like fucking sideways.
And that's kind of what.
So I know they do that.
Yeah. So that's kind of that binge eating or just doing it sporadically. There you go. So they do that when they're drunk. All right. There you go. So that's an article. Go to munchies.vice.com. What's the next one I got? Why your cat? Do you have a cat?
No, I used to have cats.
Okay.
Used to be my go-to animal, but my girlfriend's got dogs.
This one is from Wired.com, and it says, why your cat thinks you're a huge, unpredictable ape. And it goes on to kind
Why is that?
It goes on to kind of explain that, their mentality is they're just going to kind of do whatever they want. So anytime you interact with them in a negative way, they don't understand it. They think, why are you trying to stop me from doing what I'm naturally doing? So it's interesting into the but I thought the Rev would be here. All right, anyway. Tickets. Here's something you might find interesting. I will let you go. I'll try to get a track queued up here. Hang on. Tickets to compete in live-action Mario Kart race in Florida
I saw that shit.
are now. Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think of that? Would you do that? I would. I feel like I would totally do that.
Dude,
in a real life Mario
Kart.
Kart.
He's 4 feet tall. My son is 6.
Yeah.
And first of all, he crushes at Mario Kart. He's amazing at it. He's better than me. I would love to see him at the age of 6 years old competing against all these other people for a Mario Kart title.
Yeah. Well,
I would get my son to do it.
Well, that might be coming to Orlando there. What is that? WTSP.com. And then what else do I got?
I think right now they've got Miami listed as the only place that they're doing it officially right now.
Oh, wow. See, I'm glad you knew about that. That's great.
Yeah, of course. Well, when you got a 6-year-old, Mario comes up in your feet all the time.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta know what's going on.
So here's one from INC.com. It says, the more coffee you drink, the longer you live. It's a huge research report that's going on. Do you drink coffee?
I do, in fact, drink copious
You good
amounts
for
of
golf
coffee.
on Saturday?
Me too.
Closing the book.
Oops, sorry about that.
Yeah, almost every day. Almost every day. There are days I take off on the coffee thing, but yeah, almost every single day.
Yeah, me too. I drink a lot of. Yeah, I drink at least a half a pot or more.
Yeah, at least. How do you like your coffee, JB?
I just put cream in it. What about you?
Yeah, I like my sugar with coffee and cream. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah,
That
I like
does
it light
make it
and
delicious.
sweet.
Yeah.
But I only do natural sugar now. I don't do the white sugar at all anymore because I hear that shit can kill you.
Yeah, that's what they say. You don't want to do that. You don't want to kill yourself.
Yeah, man, you want to stay alive,
It's like an unavoidable thing.
I always love the fact that you pick news stories that aren't really news stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you do your news, it's like...
You forgot.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not really news. Yeah. I try to keep it light. Anyway, we appreciate you. Go check out Christian Kelty. He has an awesome sounding show coming up. What was the name of it again?
It's going to be The Little Romance in the Black Lagoon at the Stonewall in April. But before that, catch the Rev and I Thursday night.
No doubt.
Kush.
There you go. Rock and roll. All right. Thank you, Mr. Kelty. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm going to get sponsor crawl going here. And thanks for hanging on for the news.
Buddy. I love you, kid.
Keep rocking, buddy. We love you, too. All right. Be safe. All right. Take care. That is Christian Kelty. That is awesome. So thank you for that. Reverend just busted out. And there we go. We're right up on the end of this. Polka's Hottest. POCASHOTTEST.com. That is a great place to go to get some great hot sauce. And we also have ShannonHoltArt.com that we talk about. Infotainment.com. We like to talk about them. domestic and Toyota Nissan radio upgrades, factory navigation. That's cool stuff. Ear Theater, Modern Music Movement, Nora's Sugar Shack, BadassSandwiches.com, Maxine's on Shine. I am Wjbw. At Radio Wjbw on your Twitter. Go to WJBWnetworks.com for more information about what we do. Suggest people, talk to us. We love Orlando. Thank you, guys. All right. See you next week. Brown Note Whiskey Lose, Future Me. Brown Note Whiskey Lose, Future Me. Brown Note Whiskey Lose, Future Me. Okay. The JB Show.
Is it JP? Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Yes, I do, man.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Yeah, after all this time, it's really been JP,
Well,
not
you know,
JB. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you know.
You don't listen. Do you listen to the shows when you're not
my
on
gosh.
them? I'm curious.
Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Yes, I do, man.
You do?
As a matter of fact, I feel bad because okay, I will give you this. I did not listen to that Monday show. I'm sorry.
You feel bad?
Well, because sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts over. Of course I do.
I'm just curious.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Yes, I do, man.
Sometimes I don't listen to some of our podcasts.
Monday night, 7 o'clock, the JB Show.
Yes, I do.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.